What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EAFC Career Mode. It's episode number 70, and even though we're only a third of the way through the season, it's starting to get real now. 11 wins in 12 and just a 1 draw in the Serie A and in the Champions League. 4 wins from 4 means we've guaranteed qualification with 2 games to go. An unbeaten season is definitely a possibility this year, something I've never done before. Today we're going to get through to January, so I'm going to play all these games here, and if I'm lucky, I might be able to squeeze in the Super Cup against Napoli as well. But there's loads to get through, so let's just crack straight on. First game's at home to Monza, 11 wins from 12, clear at the top of the table, but wanting to extend that gap and stay undefeated. Forza Milan. I don't know if we can do this, man. Like I'm trying to downplay it a little bit because obviously. Obviously, like it's a long season, but I've got to say, like I use this phrase every now and then in my own personal life, which is if not now, then when. I love that phrase, if not now, then when, because right now we are soaring like an eagle as we go in from and take the lead here early at San Siro. If not now, then when. It's a great question to ask yourself when you're posed with like a big life decision, or something you've wanted to do for a while, but maybe you just shied away from it for whatever reason. Ask yourself that question: if not now, then when? And if you can't answer that question there with an answer for a future date or perhaps a future time in your life, then perhaps now is the best time. And that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. If not now, then when? Because this has been an unbelievable start. Oh, no. Careful. Oh, saw that coming. Drilled him. Saw that coming. There just seems to be an extra white shirt available there. I wasn't marking properly. Okay, it's alright, back on level terms. Still plenty of the game to go. Not worried. I'm sure we'll be able to restore the lead not before long. And speaking of, almost got it right there. Plenty of the game to go. Not worried at all. Everyone's actually got a pretty decent team, so I'm not too surprised about this. There's a lot of players in their lineup that are really good. You've got Arthur Cabral, Boniface, Brian Heel, Levi Garcia, who grows really well in this game. I'm not too surprised by this, but no matter how you look at it, it would be a slip-up and only our second of the season. Long's got to do this all himself here. Oh, great time ball, and Leao's chip will be headed off the line. Come on, still plenty of time. Here we go. Oh, that is so well done. Oh, that is so well done, mate. That is so nice. And this is why I love him in that centre forward role, because even though he's not like physically strong, and there's no denying that, like his fluidity and range of movement, but also the passing as well. I don't just use him as a striker. When I came in that 4-3-3, that's a striker's role, but I've reinvented it to CF, where I can now use him as a playmaker primarily, but also when it gets to goals. That's why last season assist title, because that's the main function of Cox in that CF role. Not to score, but to set them up. Nice little ball to Long. Is that his second assist of the game? Well, it's Gabriel's second goal anyway, and the lead restored. I felt it was coming. I think sometimes people can get so hung up on the position on the pitch, shown in the formation, and they look at what should be the primary role based upon their position on the pitch, and they just assume, oh, in that case, it's a goal scorer. But if modern day football has taught us anything, it's that those roles can be changed to whatever you want them to be, based on how you build your team and how you set it up as well. And that's exactly what we've done here too. That CF role now is no longer primarily a goal scorer, even if he is the main focal point of the attack. It's primarily a creator instead. Because anything that modern day football teaches you is just positions on the pitch don't always translate to what you believe their primary function to be. Case in point with Joel Cox in this team. Lombardi's got a long throw, I think. Is it Lombardi or is it Rizzo that's got a long throw? I think it's Lombardi. Yeah, it's Lombardi. Oh! Well, this gives me confidence we could do it. Didn't I say we would do this at some point this season? Score with a long throw. Sorry, this save, not this season. This gives me confidence. If I could do this, I can do the undefeated season. I can do a halfway line goal as well. There it is. I said we'd do it at some point in this save. We thought it'd be Connor Roberts at Luton. Instead it's Lombardi at Milan. Ramos beats 2 white shirts in the air, comes off the bench, and the subs combine for our 4th in a dominant victory. Yep, if not now, then when? I've ticked one of the 3 off the list. Long throw goal, done. Now we need a halfway line goal and the undefeated season as well. 33% of the way there. Yeah, Cox is just absolutely thriving right now. Up 2 ratings this season. 6 goals and 11 assists in as many games. He's looking like me and my player right now. And for those that are curious on what development plan I've currently got him on, well, I've changed him from what was the CM to just a shadow striker in the CAM role to get that finishing up, even though we are using him primarily as a creator in this team. Just trying to get his whole game up, really, if I can. But anyway, yeah, following game, third way through the season, still top, 12-point gap now, struggling Gennaro away. Should be a banker here. Brilliant that from Kabendi, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And he's going to get a hockey assist as well. Okay, 13 minutes in, goal down away in Genoa, struggling at the bottom of the table, so not that surprised, but plenty of the game to go. The thing is, even though it has been an amazing start, we're only a third of the way through, and that's what I need to remind myself. It's not like we're, 80% of the way there, and we've just got to avoid defeat in like our final 6 games or whatever. No, we've not even got to the halfway stage yet. So yeah, it's been a great start, but there's an awful long way to go here. As Pabega finds Cox, takes it in stride and puts it wide. Corner, Milano, Cox to take. Float this one in towards Pabega, who is just so good in the air. I mean, he's just so good at everything, really. He'll drop to Leao. That's an amazing close-out save to keep it at 0-0. Brave keeping, that's what you call that. But still goalless. And it's headed up in the air. Chance gets alive and cleared. Yeah, Pabega, I think I said this. Was it the last episode or the episode before that? Like, I don't think I've ever used a player that is as like multi-talented as this guy. He's literally got absolutely you can play this guy quite literally anywhere on the pitch, and I know sometimes that's something that gets sort of like thrown around to a lot of different players, primarily those sort of box-to-box midfielders, but this guy, I kid you not, I think he's green in every area, isn't he? His passing's incredible, his finishing is actually his best asset as well. Primarily, he should be a striker based on his attributes. I don't think I've ever had a player like this before. He's extraordinary. 24 minutes, still tied at 1-1. Been more difficult of a game than I was expecting this one, looking at both teams, but it is what it is. Still time to go and win this, but it's been played at a very slow tempo, and you know me, that's not my style. Oh, how has that gone in? Well, 20 minutes, it actually might go here. How on earth did that go in? I swear, sometimes, man, it can't just be me. Sometimes I feel like your keeper, I'm not going to say let shots goes in, but for a keeper of this caliber, a shot like that, with not much power and relatively close to the body, shouldn't really be going in. Let's be honest here. You know, how did he not even get a touch on that? That's like T-Rex arms there. I don't know how on earth he doesn't get a single glove or finger on that ball. But there's the level instantly. It's just so annoying, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't... Look, goalkeeper's going to make mistakes. It should be in the game. It's realistic. But things like that really irritate me. Like, I would rather a keeper drop a cross or, fumble a shot like that. Oh, dear, oh dear. Then, is that going to be a straight red? Then, just let one sort of go in without even getting a touch on the ball. It's like, at this level, that shouldn't really happen, let's be honest here. Yeah, straight red card, no doubt about it. It's not going to be a win, but you know what? These are the games, like I said before, these are the games that can be the hardest to win, despite the mismatch. So I guess sometimes you just got to take the point and accept it as it is. Battle back from a goal down twice to claim a point. Remain undefeated. I guess you'll take it. Right, following game, Barca away, match day 5. Already guaranteed qualification, but a point is all we need to guarantee top spot. Let's get it done. It's this year Barca not playing at the new camp whilst it undergoes redevelopment. Yeah, I've seen some of the renders of the stadium upgrades. I'm going to be quite sad, like when that iconic ground doesn't kind of look the same. Do you know what I mean? Because there's something about open bowl stadiums that are just so cool, And in Catalonia, that iconic ground, it's just not going to look the same when it becomes roofed. Is it better for conditions, for the fans, the players? Yeah, sure, but like, there's just something about the openness of it that makes it so iconic, with that one roof on the main stand coming through. It makes it so asymmetrical, but it just looks so iconic. If nothing else, I hope that the stadium gets put back in, you know, after the redevelopment into the game as a licensed ground. But it's not going to look as iconic, you know. It's going to be a shame when it kind of loses that personal feel. It will still be an amazing ground, don't get me wrong, but there is, I don't know, do you guys agree with me here? It will just lose a bit of its magic, do you know what I mean? Oh, no, good offload, and oh, that might be it, you know? That might be it. Now, I want to clarify something, right? Because I know what you guys are going to be thinking. When I say undefeated season, I mean undefeated league season. Having an undefeated season in all competitions is never going to happen. But this will be our first loss of the season in all competitions. Barca in front. Haven't been at my best in this game, to be fair. And I think that's probably going to do it now as well. We could still guarantee top spot with a point on match day 6. But this will be our first loss in all competitions. Yep, there it is. I don't think I'll ever be able to have an undefeated season in all competitions. That, to me, just seems impossible. But that is our first loss of the season right there. That's tough, man. Didn't play especially well, to be fair. And away against probably the second strongest side in the group outside of us. That wasn't too much of a surprise. I just realised even that loss was enough to guarantee top spot due to the head-to-head results of the two teams. Man, even when we lose, we're still winning. We're like DJ Khaled out there. Right, following game into San Siro in the first of the two Milan derbies. This is technically the home game, and after no wins in 2, well, this is a perfect time for our first league loss of the season. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, a little bit worried now after no wins in 2, with the form being so OP. This might well be the game, you know. This might well be the game, and that would hurt. That would hurt a lot, man. Because like I said before, like there's so many things I've done with CM with all the years I've been doing it for YouTube, but that is one thing I've never done, and I'd love to be able to do that. You know, I've won a treble. I'm pretty sure I've won a quad before. I think I did it with West Brom. God, that was 9 years ago. Mad, isn't it? But one thing I know I've never done is a unbeaten league season, an invincible campaign. And I'll say it again, if not now, then when? Perfect start. Kone to Gabe. And look at the space here. If I can get around that last man. Oh, what a golden chance. What a golden chance. Oh, wow. It's not quite my intended recipient, if I'm being honest, the left back. But it still might result into a chance. Which it does. Oh, what a save. I can't believe I almost managed to get an even better chance through going all the way back. That's incredible. But you know how it goes if Pabega hits the crossbar. Any nice Docks build-up never results in a goal. Oh, it's so nice, that. Oh, can I get away? I think just about. I'm going to have to beat him with some skill here. Berber spin, here we come. Oh! Oh! Oh, Bastoni, you... Oh my god, you know, I've got to say, like, I get asked every now and then, like, what's the best player in this position, what's the best player in this position. I've said this before, for the past 2 FIFAs, and now FCs if you will, I don't think there's a better reader of the game in terms of anticipation, positioning, and interceptions than Bastoni. I think for centre-backs, he is the best. I'm not saying the best centre-back, but he's the best when it comes down to defensive awareness, positioning, interceptions, and so on. I don't think there's a better defender out there than Bastoni, personally. He is quite literally always in the right place at the right time. I mean, the amount of shots he blocks is incredible. If you're looking to build an elite team on CM, are you looking for a CB? I would say those two are the absolute best in my opinion. Ruben Diaz. Oh, you're joking. Oh my god. What's that old saying, Doxy boy? Say it again. Say the line, Docks. Luck will balance itself out. It will. We've had a couple of fortunate moments this season, so that's just karma right there, man. But how on earth? That's just ridiculous. Stand tackle, and it drops through the legs of Mike, who trips up a single as well. Come on, man. Well, still unbeaten in the league, but no wins in 3 now. It's safe to say it's starting to slow down a little bit. It's going to happen at some point, man. It's going to happen at some point. Just got to make sure we don't lose it now. And with the gap now cut to 8 points as well. I've been talking about an undefeated season. First thing we've got to do is keep the chasing pack at bay. Following game, tough one too, away in Florence against Fiorentina. Yes. as things stand, so for no wins in 4, and I say this a lot, like even the very best teams are going to have a patch during the season when they're not at their best. And that's just how it goes, man. Like, no one's going to win 38 games out of 38 or 34 out of 34 if you're in the Bundesliga. Like, it's not going to happen, you know? So every now and then, you know, you will struggle, and this is just our period. The best teams, I said before, these are the periods where the best teams, they'll just find a way to get a result. And even if it's not a win, they'll claim a draw or something, you know? That's what the best teams do. Even right now, they will find a way. If not draw, then win. They'll find a way. Deep cross to the far post, headed in by game. Milan have the lead. Yep, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is what the best teams do. They'll find a way to win. Even when they're not at their best, even when they haven't played well, they'll do something. They'll pull something out of the bag. I mean, how many times do you see me cross the ball in? So rarely, man. In fact, when I was at Luton, I saw a lot of comments from you guys saying, why aren't you crossing to Elijah? Well, in this game here, that's how we found a way to win. A rare cross which results in a goal. It's what the best team's got to do, man. Grind it out. So, just played match day 6. Obviously, meaningless game. Ended up drawing it 1-1. That's always a bit embarrassing when the team with no points in the group finally get their first against you. But to be fair, I had a backup side out there. Samuel scoring our leveler in a draw. So, yeah, we finished second in the group. Hoffenheim... we finished first. So, Hoffenheim finishing in second as we go through as group winners. Interesting groups to say the least. And the last 16 draws made instantly, albeit not with an animation. And we got Arsenal. Arsenal, really looking forward to that, man. That should be a lot of fun. Is that my first trip back to England? I think it might be. Since leaving Luton. That'll be fun. Anyway, following game, Lecture at home. Match day 18 in the Serie A. Aim to stay top and undefeated. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was a pointless game. And we had a backup side out there. But Dynamo Kiev pre-game had lost all 5 of their group games so far. And we've only now won 1 of our last 5. It's not looking good. And we need to get back to consistent good form ASAP. If we want to have that undefeated league season that I've never done before, it's going to go playing like this, man. I need like 4-5 wins in a row, and then I'll start to feel confident again. But right now, it seems like only a matter of time before we have that first loss in the league. Lecture looked totally satisfied, just playing for a point here. They're barely attacked in the entire game. They're sort of just playing really slowly and just keeping the passes short, as Mike, to be fair, does make a good fingertip save to keep it at 0-0. I think I was going wide, to be fair, but he wasn't to know that. Even so, still goalless. Oh, I don't believe it. But how many times have I said it, man? Forget your Juve's away. Forget your Milan derbies. These are the hardest to win. How has that crept in, Mike, honestly, mate? Saw it earlier in this episode. Was it getting Genoa? What's he doing there? Why is he diving out of the way? Does it take a nick off Kone? I don't think it does. No, it's just a flat header. And if you stand still, that just hits you. What on earth is he doing? First of all, I don't think the initial shot was on target anyway. I think it was going wide for a goal kick. And then, secondly, I don't know. You know, for the record, before anyone thinks I'm suggesting otherwise, I don't believe in scripting. I never have, I never will. Unless it's painstakingly obvious. But sometimes I get so frustrated. Oh my goodness. Still time. 25 minutes. Still time to salvage a point here and remain undefeated. Which we will. We're going to lose here. I'm going to let it come in this game. Not in a game like this. Come on. Yep, starting to slow down now. We had that big win away in Tuscany. But now, I think that loss is coming, you know. Not before long, I think we'll have it. 12 to go. And I think right now it's only a matter of time, really, before we have that first loss. So a lovely ball out wide by Game, to be fair. Really well done. Oh, Bennett. Yes! Back-to-back wins in the league. And like I said before, this is what you got to do, man. Grind it out. If you ever want to do anything great, you need resilience. And you do need a little bit of luck along the way as well. Well, that is going to do it. I'll have a go with Cox, and to be fair, it was Going to probably clip the bar and go in, but unfortunately, keeper was back on his line in plenty of time, and that is going to do it. You know, if you want to do something great in a full season, you need to have resilience, you need a little bit of luck, and you have to... Oh, come on, ref, you're going to play full time there. You have to overcome some real difficulties. I think we're definitely doing that at this stage right now. I'm not playing well. We ain't exactly on fire, but we're still managing to grind it out, even in games like this where we fall behind. Big win. And just before our final game today, probably a good thing I've got this, to be fair. Guerrera and Fontana both won Pro Days. Actually, what Fontana is it? It's Carlo Fontana. Got the bros in the academy, man. I said before, like if you've got like a pair of players with a surname, they're always brothers, aren't they? They're always related in some way, maybe cousins, but yeah, we're getting both deals here. Carlo Fontana with great potential, to be fair, and Guerra has even better as well. So we'll put them both in the first team, and I'll add them straight to the loan list as well. Yeah, I think this is a tip that I'm going to give you guys that you guys gave me, if that makes sense, in the comment section. Like, I've got some great tips on... okay, you can't... I'm sorry, mate, but... I wish EA would understand, like, there are certain numbers that are retired, you know, and they shouldn't be available for certain clubs. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, like, this is a tip that I got from the comments, which I'll now pass on to you guys, or pass back to you guys, depending on whether you've given it or not. But if you've got youth players that are likely to ask for a pro deal during the season, it's best to give them one as early as possible. And at the very latest, right before a January window when you can loan them out. Otherwise, if you promote them too late and the season ends and they've not played, then they'll have a potential downgrade. But instead, if you can loan them out for that season, then they're going to have improvements. Look at that, Urich going up 10 ratings. As their growth will be stunted if they're not playing. So yeah, a tip from you guys that I'll give back to those guys who didn't give me this tip in the comment section is definitely promote those youth players early if you think they're going to ask for a pro deal during the season, and loan them straight out. Right, 8th and final game today, and also the final game of December as well, right before the January window opens. Atalanta right at the bottom, struggling mightily. God knows why. Still got a really good team. Even so, away in Bergamo for our final game of December. Struggling mightily. I know how you feel. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I don't know why they're struggling so much. I mean, you know, you sort of line up pre-game as Simons goes down early there, and that might be yet another broken toe. No, wait, sorry, that was Fazzini that's got the broken toe, isn't it? Oh, and it almost resulted in a goal. Had Scalvini, the ex-Atalanta man, not made that crucial block there. Yeah, their team is so good. It's always strange, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you look at a team and they're down the bottom of the table and you say, oh, right, okay, well, they've not replaced the players they've lost, or, you know, there's not much quality there, or whatever else. But they've got some incredible players, man. Like Goncalo Anafio's there. Obviously, they've got Mohamed Camara. They've got Nicholas Jackson up top as well. It's a fantastic team. So I don't know why they're struggling so much. I think I might take Simons off in a minute as Bennett is going to try and loop it. Hang on. Oh my God. Oh, I've got my... Sorry, I've got my hands behind my head as I'm still trying to use the controller. Oh, my God. Guys, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. If this is the trade-off of my clinical depression kicking my backside right now, then I guess I'll take it for at least a few more weeks. Oh, my God. Do you know, that keeper was frozen, mate. He was absolutely frozen. Never mind backpedaling, he was just stationary. We're going to do it, guys. We are going to do it. Okay, he's a few yards in to the half, but let's be honest here, it's still going to fall under halfway line, guys. Look at that, he knows he's beaten there. He knows he's beaten. Oh my goodness gracious me. Guys, it's going to happen. And by the way, for those that are curious, what button I'm using, it is the log pass button. It is square. And in fact, I've said this before, but it's the reason why, you know, I've shown my controller settings a few times. It's why I have that on manual, you know, and not assisted or semi. Because if you have it on assisted or semi, it'll always be going towards one of your players. But if it's on full manual, which is what I use, that means you've got full control over it. And you can basically hit it to where you want. Oh, it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen, and when it does, we're going to go absolutely ballistic. As Cox fires us in front and the deadlock is broken. We will do it, guys. We will. I said in this year's FIFA I wanted to do 3 things. Well, we did 1 today with a long throw in, and we almost did 2 off the bar. So close to that halfway line goal, but at least we're still undefeated. Yeah, a 1-0 win against Atalanta. 3 wins on the trot is how we'll end it today. 12 clear of Lazio in the Serie A. 1 game away before the official halfway stage, but there is still a chance we could finish undefeated this season and tick off one of those goals in this year's FC. But that will end today's episode of the EAFC Karima, guys. So big fan, watch, hope you enjoyed it. If you have done, please do drop a like. So you'll have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode. The January transfer window will open when I have the Super Cup as well very soon.